Alright, so everyone, welcome to the stream. I'll continue along with the lineup portion here with the body. So currently on the chest area, so for all intents and purposes, this part needs to sit perfectly still, so we're gonna draw in a good portion of the parts here probably all together as one piece. Because realistically, it doesn't need to move. Well, it's basically just her main body portion. Then I'm actually gonna adjust the other parts to it. I really think I might need to change the way I'm doing the very in bits, or like the center bit of the bikini. She probably shouldn't actually be that shape. Should probably be like underneath, which makes it a bit of a different point. Along with the fact that it's probably not actually going to be all that visible. Let's change this a little bit. Like stared at it for a while, I don't really like what I've done with it. So instead we're kind of just going to go... The base of it's like 1, 2, and 3. We'll just kind of go to the very tip of this right here. It goes around her body. That's a little bit weird, but honestly can't really see big of a deal. I'm gonna go ahead and draw in the parts of the swimsuit that we actually need. I feel like I should gotta go from like here about. We want to split actually no, let's draw in the first where I roughly think this is good. We've got to look, we're looking at something like this has to join all the way down to here. It's actually like about here-ish kind of deal. Actually a pretty aggressive lean that I have going on here. This part of the breast probably doesn't really matter all that much, given that it's probably not going to be all that visible. I'll go something like that. Probably more until I be able to aim that. Should actually no, should join right to the middle portion, I think. Get inch out a little bit so that that points all the way into the inside, as well as I can get it. What? Don't do that. Pop that out. Basically, that exists there. I will wrap this around her chest. Pull it out a little bit further. Then we'll wrap this inwards and around. And we'll just a little bit tight right along the bottom here. We're not actually going to. Don't actually just go all the way around because this will actually be the flat. Actually, no, this part will be complete. That is going around, so we don't really need this part specific. And then we'll just and do a bit of that. Line goes all the way down to here. Oh, do it wants to be in like that. That exists there. We're out here, so we kind of want to wrap this like here-ish. I want to do the exact same thing, pull it out a little bit, and then round the shape of her breast. This side matters a little bit less because it's basically permanently covered. And we'll just wrap this into here where it's flat against the ground, pop the C. This part out, and we'll that. Pop you out. It will once again put this to roll around the whole thing. Where do I want to aim that into? Right into here. This part's honestly covered, so I'm not going to be overly accurate with that part. So that exists there. Then this part needs to pull. What's actually happening here? This is going. We're like. So. Then we want to go shape like the. Go like that, a little bit bigger. Then we'll pop that up over her shoulder towards her neck. We want to right into here. So over her shoulder, down her chest, pretty much just straight down, right? Never going to see the part behind her neck, so just going to let it hang, I think. Just go without worrying too much about it. Roll it straight into the joint here. What the heck happened here? Oh, it's not connected. Okay, we don't really care about the very top because we can't see this part, but we'll try to. That's what it should be doing if it gets around that part of the shoulder. So just. Okay, so then we go around to the other side of our body. Just kind of want to do the exact same thing here. We want this to lift into the joint of our swimsuit here. Pop that out. Put a good old ring into here and bring that up to where her neck would be, which is right about here. Actually looks like a pretty good line. Join this up right down to here. And we'll just do a pretend of whatever that should look like, which is like right about there. We can't see it because it's always going to be behind the head and we don't care that much. That's wrapping around her neck, where her neck would be. Okay, so that's basically where her chest is sitting. Don't know about this one. I think I was. What actually gonna do it? Probably go more like this, pop you out, and then go more like. It's a bit closer to where I want that. Probably not even that long. I think I just mashed the shoulder to where I probably want the arm to end up being. Okay. Can it be further across? Just be more like. Maybe a little bit that way. On the miss of this line a little bit then. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, for now. direction. By moving across more, it actually should be more. Hold up. Can't really see that much of this. Go this way, down like that, and that. Pop these out. Get and go. Whop like that. Pop you. It's behind the head. I really shouldn't care. I'm just gonna go and yeah, sure, why not? I actually want to pull the arm in a little bit, or shoulder in a little bit. That way. Okay, then we want to go left. Actually, no, wait, I want to fix this. Where is this? So from here, I think I actually want to pull this like sharply down, straight down towards her, the cleft in her chest. But pull that right into a pot here. I don't want the other side of wood. Actually, wait, what is this piece right now? Can I be lazy? Can I be lazy about this? Could just straight up go. This piece right at the top. Right at the top. Why is it? Should not be right at the You should be. Basically, this will incorporate the zipper area completely. Be a little bit sharp there on that part. Just put it along this line all the way down. Okay. Then we want to have, oh my god. I want to have a little bit hanging off this. Wait, no, shouldn't this be right at the front? No, this has to be behind that. But yeah, we want to be in front of the sleeve, but behind the hood portions. We want to go. What do we want to call this? Board. And we'll just go ahead and hang, just using a straight line. Or as straight as a line as I can make it while freehanding it. Just kind of roll this in here to make it easier to work with. Can't too much of a shape because that's going to be below something solid. We want to actually wait, no, this hangs down really far. This hangs all the way down to her hip. She's lying down like this. This is actually going to dangle right onto the water then, wouldn't it? Yeah, it's going to dangle it right onto the water. Be like down here. Not even going to swing around because it's going to just be stuck to her body. Okay, so time for my very bad attempt at drawing stars. Something along the lines of this, I think. We want to round out these corners if I can, so just go. can, we'll just get into there and up these things a little bit. Up. Okay, and then we want to also have an inner portion. Something like, not like that, because that looks ugly. Inner portion that is the most deformed star ever. Oh my god, that is horrific. Yikes. I should almost just be more following the freaking outline here. That might help. Still a little bit default. Oh, that's not a great start. Also, I'm pretty sure the shape should be like that. Be like a fatter star. Okay, something like that. I want to keep it straight because that just makes it less of a pain to work with and you'll bend it later. I just copy that onto the other side, honestly. Okay, then left. Pretty much need all the same layers again here, so let's just do that, and we're just gonna do that. So first up, we need to bring the arm down. So we're going to just get and Actually, where am I? Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 bum. Where do we want to sit this side of the sleeve? Kind of making it look really baggy. Oh, wait, no, I need the... What's the shape of this thing? Whoop, that's the wrong button. Up, 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 up. Let's just flick this up as well. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Okay, go with that. That's just going to require a front portion. I feel like I should come off the arm a bit more. Ba, 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 ba. Alright, how many pieces are here now? I should actually separate the shoulder between left and right. Ba, 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 ba. Where's this? Yeah, I'll just connect that right there. Okay, so then we have this piece. We need to get this piece to go over the top and then almost just straight down. Is this all one piece? Ba, ba, ba. Okay, so that's sitting there. That's sitting there. Where do I want to bring that down from? Ba, ba, ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba, bum, ba, bum. Hmm. Hmm. That should be significantly higher up. That's too high up. We're gonna have to hide that portion. This should be in front. Or this has to come down. So pull this up as high. What happens if I pull that down? Alright, let's try this. One, two, three, four. Hmm. I just rely on the fact that's partially hidden. Bu- 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 This is like most of the way tight against her body, right? No, it is not. We'll just kind of hang it from here. Oh, what line is this? Okay, we'll go with that. Alright, we're just gonna start fighting with that for a bit then. Alright, I need to figure out what the heck I'm doing with the back portion of her body now. Okay, so that is her front portion. Now we want to go into her main torso portion. I get extra photo for her legs. Torso. How do we want to do this? That part be the tightest part. Right over her butt. Um, bu- 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 um. 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 Bu- bu- um. Bu- 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 bum. Alright, how's this spot to sit? You go over her butt, show her cheeks. Cover this part. Or should go over her cheeks. I want to go. Bu- 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 bum. Okay, we'll hide the actual torso underneath her arm and the seam. So this line needs to go from behind her arm, which is like here. Oh, And we just wrap that into here. And we'll roll this. Let's just hide this completely behind where her arm is here. We don't actually care too much about what this is doing up to her other side because this will be blocked by her shoulder, so we'll just hide this in behind her shoulder like so. Not care too much what this is. Ba, 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 ba. That'd not be a shoppable lot. Ba, 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 Actually, wait, no. Do I want to? Do I want her dagger belt going around? That's going around, and this changes the shape of this quite a bit. Also going a bit of a weird direction because it's literally what, going over her body this way. Hit her. Shouldn't be that low cut, should it? What? Just cut this off here for a moment. Ba, 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 la, ba, ba. Where does this need to sit? Hmm. That ain't it. Just like not want. That's kind of. It's a bit weird to have in this. I'm gonna have it like this. And you know what? Let's just not go about it. Ba 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 ba. Okay, then we got our legs. Give the ribbon a bit. Okay, so we want to go right. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 Um. Be right back. Bum, 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 bum. Ba, 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 ba. Mhm. Actually, just turn a little flip motion, actually. Hold up, where's this sketch of this? Is this? Almost be like. Ah! Oh, all right. Let me look for reference ones. Ah, gee. Okay, let me go through this again. Ba, 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 ba. How do feet work? I like the back of them. Hum, hum, hum. Alright. Ba, 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 ba. Where is foot backside? I mean, I could just make this easier by putting the sandals on and just hiding a portion of the foot behind it, but rolling with this again. Actually, did I put this on the anatomy? Where did I save this? I saved a bunch of stuff under anatomy. I saved a bunch of stuff on the feet and shoes. Don't know exactly where I put everything. But alright, what am I looking at? I'm looking at the inside side of the foot is on and the inside side, the side where your ankle is higher, ankle bone is higher up. That is actually roughly correct. So something along the lines of, I just use these lines exactly. Um, um, um. Ba, 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 bum. Hum. Why can I not find this? Ah. Ba, 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 ba. We have a slight angle here, right? Ba, ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ugh. Alright, this is supposed to be slightly at an angle, or it's supposed to be straight? Slightly at an angle. Hum. Out at that angle, right? Um, I don't know if that's about the right angle or not. And I'm probably fussing over this way. Actually, this part needs to be like at least most of the way accurate. I should fuss over this a bit more. It's like staring at the back of a leg. Oh boy. Okay, so should the carp be in front of this one? That's this question. I'll just go with this. I'm not gonna stop fussing over it otherwise. Bum, 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 bum. You're going. Ankle. Then we'll go. What? Do we need an extra piece for a toe? I want you to toe right on the side. Bup, bup, Scroll that for now. Okay, we'll go. Um. Oh my. Here's the follow. Regardless, welcome to the stream while I'm struggling on how exactly feet are supposed to be shaped. I really don't need this line here right now while I'm looking at this. Okay, let me... is it this one? Let me just get these lines out of here and do this again. Because the heel is right here. That's the back of the heel. So this... the foot needs to go this way. Foot is going something along the lines of this way. That. Problem is also I need to figure out how exactly I need to cut these parts to have the feet move when they're facing away from the camera. I think I have the ankle at the wrong angle here. Should this be further out actually? Because we want to go from carve, bend upwards. Bend the ankle up. Here. So then the heel go into the... should the foot be at that angle? You just want to point the foot upwards, right? That is not it. Also, I think the carve is actually too thin. Let me just grab the U. I grab this way. A little bit out that way. You just get rid of you for a moment. Looking at it, we want to ankle, heel. We want to kick the foot outwards. Could go just like straight this way. That is not it. Alright, I'm gonna look for... I apologize that there's not much happening on screen right now, but I require more references on how feet work. I'm not envisioning it correctly. Either I look at this or I look at anatomy of roughly this pose, right? That's the other choice. I have some... oh, wait, well. Lying on stomach pose. Where's the other one I was looking at when I was doing this? Where the heck did I put it? Also, I should probably save this. Save that. Save that. Save that. What was this, right? The legs are slightly different position. You can't see the back foot. Actually, no, you can't see this foot. Hold on. Give me this. I was looking at this, but I ended up changing the position of the legs a little bit. The fire is coming through like here. Ba, 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 Okay, so if it's like this, then we want to go. Which side is the outside of this foot? The outside is on. This is the inside. This is the. Yeah. Oh boy. Ba, ba, ba. That looks too thick. That still looks too thick now. Ba, ba, bum. What angle should the foot be at here, then? If I'm gonna do it like this? Right, do that a foot like this, then looking more at uh I just face the foot away from the camera, I can just not deal with the toes. That is also a thing. uh... Bum, bum. I still feel like I need at least a toe here that can peek out. Or could you leave it like that? That's the actual. Okay, so that basically makes up the majority of the lines on. Oh, I forgot. I need to. Where was it? Here. Oh, where's this? This is the shoulder portion, not the right, on the left. Right here. I want to bring 2 lines. How do you draw stars? Oh wait, such a stretched out. Whatever, let's just go. Um. Okay, so then we need to go widen this out a little bit. Okay, so then we want the inside. Well, Well, that's a little bit of a deformed star, but it'll do. I didn't want to blunt the end. That's blunted the wrong way. Okay, then we grab the star and we just jam this onto here. Then we bring the star. Too big? A little bit too big. About there. Okay, so that exists now. Then, what do I need? I need to... This way. That is... yeah, left foot. Yeah, left foot. I don't know why I just had to think about that hard. Okay, does this need to dangle? Does the cords need to dangle? The cords don't need to dangle. I can actually just have this as part of carve and not worry about it. What am I looking at? I am looking at one that goes more or less over her leg. Up, 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 up. I drew it over the wrong line. Okay, let's actually just light that up and then look at it from there. Up, 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 up. What? Ba, 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 ba. Let's hook the flower onto this side then. In we go. Anklet, right? Yeah, anklet. And we'll attach that to the flower on this side. What's this, 5 points? Five-point flower, something like that. Ba, 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 ba. It's not this kind of flower, but it's this kind of flower now, I guess. Oh no, what did I do wrong? If I want the droplet to move, then that needs to be on a different layer. Also, I want to just Okay, we're just going to go. Actually, this might be better if we don't actually have the cord here and just hang this directly down. Do an invisible cord here instead. Okay, that is all the lines for her body. I think. Am I missing something? I am missing something. Alright, let us go to here. How many parts does this need to be split into? If I wanted to float a little, then This might be easier to do by just color line. Yeah, I think I could do it by going like this. We're going to... Let me just create a folder for the ribbon here. Okay, so we're going to actually just use the white color here. We're going to go... Use the G pin for this. How do I need to do this? Ba, ba, ba. You know what? I'll say this point. Go like that. We'll just bring this out and we'll go. Okay, then Alright, ribbon right end and ribbon left end. Okay, that's like the one little bit with color, but let's just see what kind of monstrosity I've created. Okay, so I think realistically for what will happen tomorrow for the remainder of this week, the flat colors will go down, a motion plan will go down, and probably a basic, whatchamacallit, look at the environment is about where this is going to get up to. I'll probably look at coloring a portion of this over the weekend in my own time, if I can find some good time to do it. But realistically speaking, the coloring will not be done tomorrow. But either way, got basically all of the parts in. You can kind of see that overflow that is occurring over this whole piece. The foot is in a bit of a little different position. We're actually just going to pull this back a little bit, I think. Do you know why what we've got? Actually go like larger did. The main concerns I have right now is actually what the feet end up gonna do once it's in motion. Realistically, it should just be in out motions, so it will be the knee joint that is doing the motion. So basically, the calf and the foot itself will be coming. If I do that, then I actually need to have the sole of the foot. Or if it's only backing away, then I might still need the top of the foot. Ah, that's a problem. That's a slight problem. Oh, that's why hands and feet are so annoying when you have to cut the parts up and have them start from a set position. Oh shit, do I need to that's on the close leg. I'll worry about that next time. Or if I just throw that in real quick before starting next time. Either way, I think next time is going to be flat coloring. Then we're really going to see what kind of monstrosity I've created. Once everything is no longer see-through. And then it'll just be a matter of how do I deal with the environment. Generally speaking, I would like the environment to be in parts, so that it's not just like this one big, like, essentially, I guess what you call a background or a skybox. You like to look at the grand horizon behind the main subject of an illustration. The main reason for that is actually because that means that when I throw this into Live 2D, it doesn't look at the background and be like, oh damn, that's a 4000 by 3000 art mesh that I have to keep memory for. Because then suddenly everything starts lagging because it's this giant thing at the back that's like way too big that I was trying to keep track of. I don't know why, even if I don't give it a proper mesh, it still does that. So ideally, it should all be in parts. At most, maybe a background color. that I don't know if it'll let me get away with a single piece. But usually, if I put in a shading layer, like actual multiply layer that I want to put on top, if I don't like chop it down really aggressively so that it only just fits over the character, it really lags up the system. I don't know if it'll still be a problem now, because that was back when I had half the RAM I had to do now, so. Alright, so anyways, thank you very much for watching today's session of Lineups. One more band to go around the fight, and then we'll put the color in, so if you want to see more of this, should be subscribed or following, depending on where you're watching from. Leave a like because that helps me out, and I'll see you again next time.